Life is accelerating so fast. In the last 5 years, my wife and I have bought 3 houses and had 2 kids. Thanks so much to Venice AI for sponsoring today's video. Like, I'm a completely separate person in all regards than I was at the beginning of that. And there's kind of been like, and to get to that point, we have to go all the way back to 2015. Shren and I met in 2015. And that was also the year, it was also the year that we both opened our Coinbase accounts and started our Bitcoin journey. And those two things happening at the same time for me has accelerated every single thing happening in my life, because having a great partner compounds all the time. It compounds everything. And having money that doesn't suck compounds everything. Now with all these years of kind of stacking Bitcoin under my belt and I've talked to hundreds and thousands of Bitcoiners, hundreds and thousands of Bitcoiners. And that's not an exaggeration. Both online, via YouTube, in person from meetups, talk to that many people that are just figuring out this whole thing of Bitcoin being better than fiat money. And it's honestly kind of sad to think about previous generations and how they completely got ripped off with the option that they had for the currency to hold. And it's incredible that we have a different option, and it has led to the acceleration of life goals. And so, I've been trying to quantify that, because on the one hand, classic, met each other and grew up and had kids. That's a very classic story, right? And so it's what does that have to do with Bitcoin or whatever? But on the other hand, I just feel like the relative comfortability that we were able to do that with, and the just reality of our day to day would not have been possible without, again, doing it all with better money. The amount of kind of just safety net that being able to accelerate our savings with Bitcoin kind of provided us to take risks like putting down payment on a home, or keeping a home and then moving up. That was all because we had the ability to save in something that was better than fiat money. And I found that talking about how Bitcoin actually helps you accomplish life goals is a way to kind of cut through the hype that just is kind of online and just with your friends or whatever it is, because I get it, right? Crypto, everyone, it's really hard to kind of jump on the hype train if you haven't been on the train. And that's why, so break all of that away, break all of just kind of just moonshots and get rich quick, all that stuff, just take that out of your brain and just get back to us having better money helped us accomplish life goals faster and smoother. You can go over all of YouTube and watch other millennial videos that talk about how saving for a down payment is really hard, right? Or paying for childcare is really hard. Super true. Not going to discount anyone's experience that's in that situation, because both those things are incredibly correct. What's also correct is that both those things become easier when you are not holding 100% fiat. We live in a dual currency country. The United States is a dual currency country, and there's the soft, weak currency that's commonly accepted everywhere and driven by the monetary policy of the people that choose the amount of dollars that there are. And then there's Bitcoin, where the monetary policy is set in open source software for everyone to understand. Everyone understands how the rules work, and you're able to trust that it won't be changed and won't be kind of gamed with to orient different outcomes. And so having that solid foundation gives you the ability to kind of take on the other difficult things in life when you have that solid foundation, rather than feeling kind of all of your personal finances are on, shifting sand. Look, and speaking of hype that isn't going anywhere, AI is not going anywhere. Bitcoin isn't, and AI isn't either. And I tried to avoid it for a while, but in 2025, I made it my goal to learn as much about it as I can, which is why I'm thankful to today's sponsor, Venice AI. So go to venice.ai/Brian Harrington, get your hands dirty. Type this in. What is the best YouTube comment I can leave from my favorite Bitcoin YouTuber, Brian Harrington, okay? And copy paste that over here to the comments. And then what I need you to do is go to venice.ai/Brian Harrington. And again, ask to quantify the value of smashing the thumbs up button to spreading the word about solid and open source AI business like Venice AI and solid open source money like Bitcoin here on YouTube. Come back here, smash the like button, comment there. And look, Venice AI only uses open source models and it's encrypted and everything stays locally on your browser, okay? And here's how I've been. This gets personal, okay? Which is why Venice AI's features are so important about the privacy, because I've been like live journaling my weekends, okay? Like I've been telling you, the last 5 years have been completely random, okay? And now I have 2 toddlers living with me, 3 houses. Like life is chaotic and way different than it used to be. And I've been really working on my emotional intelligence this year and being able to get like very dialed in like medical / emotional intelligence information with the chaos of toddlers happening around me has been very grounding. And then also like typing and chatting with AI, and you can do this on the free tier. You can do it on the free tier. I'll talk to you about the pro plan in a second, but it helps you stay organized and it helps you feel productive with the kind of chaos of the weekends going on around me. I don't know if you're like me, but like my brain is just so go like at work that it's very hard to downshift into the weekends. And I like to still kind of keep productive. And so what I've noticed is that having a tool like Venice AI helps me kind of keep track of how I'm feeling, what my kids are doing, throw in the random searches about, you know, how many minutes do I need the egg bites to be in the air fryer. Doing all of that in one tool, by the way, instead of like Google searching for things is so nice. Like having all the chats right there to go back to, and like you're literally building skills in real time. The first screen was a little intimidating to me at first, but you have to know this was built by real cypherpunks that really care. I've been following Eric Voorhees on Twitter for years now, and it makes me feel good that an OG Bitcoiner like that is, you know, keeping an eye on AI and really focused on how to make sure that the best open source AI models can get in people's hands in a really good, you know, user-friendly way. And so head to venice.ai/Brian Harrington, make your account, and consider upgrading to Pro. So if you go and use my link, and if you use the code Brian Harrington, you can get 20% off of Pro, and that gets you access to better models, and better models that also have web search. And here's the best part. You can also pay in Bitcoin. Obviously, we knew that you'd be able to do that with as powerful as a tool as Venice AI. But so make sure that you have access to the best open source privacy protecting AI models that are out there, and pay with the best money in the world. You can pay with Bitcoin. Side note here, this is tangential but important. They use BTC Pay Server, which is the largest open source Bitcoin payment processor in the world. This is the biggest project for that. And also, this is another side note, we should consider and again encourage Tesla to turn back on BTC Pay Server, because Tesla, even as broad a company as that, was using BTC Pay Server as well. And so just support me, support them, support all of that in the techno optimist future by voting with your Bitcoin, by voting with which AI models that you're using, and consider upgrading to Pro. So go to venice.ai/Brian Harrington, use code Brian Harrington, get 20% off a Pro plan. Thank you so much to Venice AI. I want to combine all of that now and get into something that could get a little in the weeds, okay? And that's that if you've watched a lot of Bitcoin content, there's this concept of, Bitcoin is an inflation hedge. It's an inflation hedge. It's like digital gold, and it is, because it has a hard cap, it is a good store of value, right? Okay. I would say that's like a level 1 understanding of Bitcoin. I would say if that's your current paradigm, that's fine and good. Or if that's a paradigm that you're hearing other people say, that's fine. But if you're thinking that there has to be a little bit deeper of a way to explain it, that's also super, super true. And so Don't shy away from that, okay? And here's why. Because like technology is deflationary in terms of like, and you can see this in the prices and charts of things, right? Like if you look at the cost of TVs, like the cost of TVs have come down. Cost of TVs have come down. The quality of TVs has gone up. That's technology becoming better and better, right? But then if you look at the cost of kind of like other hard things that haven't benefited from as much like kind of technology advancement, those things have gotten expensive, like very, very expensive. And those relative to incomes is what's creating like a gap, right? So that's what I mean by like technology is deflationary. But our money, like the current fiat money system, is inherently like just inflationary. Just the supply is always increasing, which is why asset holders, people who own stocks, real estate, like things that own things, not just sitting on money-based savings, fiat-based savings, experience an increase in wealth because the supply of the fiat is always increasing and increasing and increasing, right? So holding fiat money, you don't benefit from the increases in technology that all of society are doing, right? So having your family have some sort of attachment to a better money than fiat gives you the ability to participate in the upside of the technology efficiency improving in the entire world, okay? And that's what I've been able to experience that firsthand now. Of the last 5 years of my life, the last 10 years of my life, I have been able to participate in the acceleration of the world. I've been able to participate in the world, like the best parts of the world becoming more efficient because I wasn't relying fully on the old outdated way of doing money. And so, yeah, that's why like everything in this video is kind of like just all connected in terms of like the way to kind of accomplish life goals, accomplish kind of classic, just like, again, having kids, buying homes, really like growing up in life, that will be smoother the more you are aligned with the technology increases that the world is experiencing. And one that is like often overlooked is the way that money, the technology behind money, is changing.